god! Oh my god! Elon Musk bought Twitter. Anyways, I really don't want to make another video talking about NFT. Why did I start the video off like that? I'm sorry, it's been on my mind. I fucking hate it. Anyways, I didn't really want to make another video talking about NFTs and even the Red Ape family, but just last week at the time of this recording, the creators of the Red Ape family NFT series recently came out with a new episode for the series. Episode 2. I was honestly really shocked to see that they ended up making another episode of this god-awful series, and honestly, I thought that they were just going to stop right after the first one, due to the amount of criticism and hate they got from it. But nope, here we are again, talking about the second episode that they recently released just 2 weeks ago by the time of this recording. So the Red Ape family episode 2 is much longer than the first one. The first episode being only 8 minutes long and the second one being 19 minutes long. Yeah, pretty long for a fucking episode series about Bored Apes NFTs. I honestly don't know why they make these episodes have weird times and lengths and all. Like, make these episodes around 10 minutes or hell, even 20. Why specifically 19 minutes and 8 minutes? You know what? Never mind. I'm done talking about the time, okay? I'm done talking about that. So this episode starts off with a recap of the previous episode. Kind of. They showed clips of the first episode for like 5 seconds, and then they showed hate comments and all the criticism they got from the previous episode. Why? Well, I guess it's because they just want to hit back at the audience and shit talk them and say shit like, and I quote, "Trolls who are virgins and live in their mom's basement."
I saw another universe too, royally fucked by the way. Creatures called trolls, who were trapped in a thing called YouTube.
Poor things.
No, they were assholes. Virgins making reaction videos in their mother's basements, all talking about how shitty we are.
This was an actual quote one of the apes said after the intro parts, the recap part or whatever the fuck, which was supposed to be a nightmare for the ape, I guess. Well, sorry to break it to you little monkey, buddy, old pal, but the harsh reality is that your ape family show is absolute garbage and there are actual people giving constructive criticism to it. What's the point of hitting back at them for literally no reason? It just goes to show that you guys are offended by the amount of hate and criticism that you guys been getting. Also, they showed YouTube thumbnails of videos talking and bashing on the show, and my video came up too. Kind of. So that's cool, I guess. Also, there's a certain thing that came up later on in this episode that they probably took inspiration from me, from my video talking about their first episode, but I'll talk about that later on in this video. Also, I may be a weird, slimy little goblin or troll, but I am not a virgin with rage! So the first thing I noticed with this new episode is how the animation improved by a lot. Like quite a lot from the first episode. It's not all janky, choppy, and rushed anymore. It's actually fairly smooth and there's a lot more movement to the characters, especially towards the end of the episode where this little montage happens of like the monkeys running around and the robots stealing one of the babies and NFTs or whatever. That sequence was kind of cool, not gonna lie. It caught me off guard. It was very well made. The art style changed a little bit too. Not by much, but it's still nice to see. Anyways, the plot of the episode is that the ape family finally has their golden USB, and that one of the apes from the family, Hunky, is that one of the monkeys' names? Has been kidnapped by the evil Dr. Jeeves, who really wants the golden USB with the rare NFT on it for some reason. Whoa, how wacky! Look, at least they took time out of their day to write a longer script and more understandable plot that actually makes sense, because it makes more sense than the first episode's plot, and dare I say, it's a little bit better. Still doesn't mean it's good though. They don't have proper writers or directors and shit. And hell, even at the end of the episode's credits, there's no list of writers. Literally if you go through the credits at the end of the episode, no one's listed as a writer. They had no writer for the episode. I'm thinking maybe the director was the writer, but yet again, There's no list for writers. What the fuck? The writing is still really, really bad. It improved from the first episode, but not by much. And honestly, it's not saying much. If they hired writers who knew what they were doing and can write up a good and decent script and plot, then maybe, just maybe, this wouldn't be such a dumpster fire. But it still is. The humor. Dear Lord, the humor is very, very bad. It's still as bad as it was in the first episode. It seemed like they really tried to make their humor in this episode decent, but man, they just failed again. Just like the last episode, they keep bringing up references to pop culture, celebrities, politics, and Elon Musk as a gross, deformed baby. Elon Musk bought Twitter. I don't know, it's probably because it's something the viewers can point out and say, hey, I know that thing. That's a funny reference, and nothing else. But the thing is, these references that they make are not funny at all. Oh, and of course, unnecessary swearing. Because that's funny according to the creators, I guess. That's funny according to the writers of the show, aka none. Like I said before, they have no writers for the fucking show, apparently. They didn't list any writers for the credits. I don't know why they did. It still pisses me off. I don't know why, like, oh my god. Anyways, again, if they just hired decent writers, hell, I don't even think they even had a writer for this episode, who know what they were doing and can actually come up with decent ideas and jokes, then the writing and humor in the show wouldn't be so terrible. A couple days ago, by the time of this recording, I got a comment on the last video I made on this show, letting me know about the second episode and how it has a crap ton of cutaway gags. And oh boy, this episode does. I counted like 4 cutaway gags in this episode. Like Family Guy, in the style of Family Guy, and I shit you not. This is what I mentioned previously, and how they took one of my criticisms, quote unquote criticisms, from my video about them, like 4 months ago, and sticked with it. But the funny thing is that I mentioned putting Family Guy cutaway gags in your episode, for all I care, was meant to be a joke. It wasn't meant to be taken as actual criticism. That part of my video was a joke. So they actually took a damn joke I made in my previous Red Ape Family video as criticism and decided to add cutaway gags in the style of Family Guy in the new episode. I honestly don't know how to feel about this anymore. This is absolutely blowing my mind. What is wrong with these NFT people? I'm sorry, I'm blown away. What the fuck? So yeah, I was at fault for having Family Guy cutaway gags in the second episode of the Red Ape Family, I guess. I'm gonna say this once, and this is the only time I'm going to say it. They are not going to get anywhere with the series if they keep doing what they're doing, and that is to promote their episodes only as NFTs, only caring about the money instead of actually producing something good for the project, and not hiring any proper writers for the project. If they fix these things up, then maybe, just maybe in the future, they'll produce something that will be actually watchable. I don't have any problems with the animators on this project. No hard feelings to the animators or whatever, right? They're not the ones who came up with this, they're just animating the show, right? Whatever. But what I do have problems with is the writers. There's no writers for the fucking show. It's just all over the place. It's unorganized. And even the fucking director. It's an unorganized nightmare. And overall, it doesn't seem like they care about the show, but only care about rushing an episode out as quickly as possible just to sell it as an NFT to make money. And that's it. And that's the sad truth. That's exactly what they're doing. The only thing good I can say about the second episode is that the animation and art style was improved. And that's it. The writing was maybe a little bit better, but still terrible. The plot dragged on way too long. It was just a sloppy mess. Everything else was just rushed, sloppy, and just not well put together. I'm gonna give this episode the same rating I did with the first one, 1 out of 10. It's still terrible. It's still very, very bad. This is gonna be my last video. I'm gonna be talking about the Red Ape Family because I don't think they're gonna be changing up what they're doing with this show. I couldn't care less about PNGs of monkeys finding a fucking golden USB or whatever. I don't care. I honestly do not care about this series anymore. It pisses me off. I'm done, okay? This is the final video. This video might get a lot of views, just like the last video I did about the Red Ape Family and all my other videos about NFTs, but I'm tired. I'm done. I love talking shit about NFTs and talking shit about this show and actually somewhat giving constructive criticism to them, but I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. It's 5 months with this shit, okay? I'm done. I'm sorry. Maybe in the future I'll make another episode on the Reddit family series if they end up, actually putting me in the episode, hey? Hey, creators of the Reddit family, I'm almost guaranteed that you guys see my video criticizing your episode. And honestly, you're probably watching this episode right now. So guess what? I won't be making another video about the Reddit family unless you guys put me in the 3rd episode. All right, just saying. Anyways, I'm done for now. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I think it would be pretty funny if we also ratioed the Reddit family episode 2 video on YouTube in views. So make sure you smash that like button, subscribe, and share this video. Let's ratio the hell out of this video because I don't care anymore. I honestly don't care. It would be pretty cool. Anyways, okay, bye. Markiplier, bye-bye. Yeah, okay, bye.